Yo, 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 yo. All right. Fuck. Oh, all right. Weigh-in time. Weigh-in time. So this is my first weigh-in after a month. Moment of truth. Find out how much weight I gained. Okay. So last time when I left, I was 67 kilos, which is like, hang on. Like 147 and a half pounds, basically. That's what 67 kilos is. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay. Thank God. Okay, so I only gained about like a little over a kilo. So a little over 2 pounds, almost 3 pounds. So that's not bad. Okay. Okay, I can breathe easy. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. Whew. Whew. That's a relief, man. Yeah, just did the weigh-in. That could have been way, way worse. That could have been way, way fucking worse. So yeah, what was it? It was like 68.2 kilograms. So that when I finished the last challenge a month ago, it was 66.8 kilos, up to 68.2 kilos. So that's like, it's about 1.5 kilos, which is about just a little over 3 pounds or so. So, that's not too bad. It could be worse. I was sweating it when I hopped on that scale. I was like what? Like I took my waist measurement, but I was like, what if I fucked up my waist measurement? What if I somehow gained like 10 pounds back in a month though? Thankfully that didn't happen. So yeah, that's the weight. The waist when I measured it was 82 centimeters. So that puts me from 12% body fat, where I was at the end of the last challenge, to kind of right just below 14% body fat. So that is that. So next order of business. I'm announcing it right now. Today is January 31st. Tomorrow I'm starting the 60-day transformation. Transformation. I'm using a stronger word than challenge. Transformation. 60-day transformation starts tomorrow, February 1st. It's going to be, my goal now is to basically hit my goal weight. I want to get down to 9% body fat, under 10%, so my abs start showing up. Yeah, so to give you guys some specifics on how that's going to work. So, got this written down. So if I want to go from 14% where I am now down to 9% body fat, I need to lose about roughly 2.5 inches on my waist, or 6 centimeters, okay? And what that is going to look like sort of weight-wise is it's going to put me at, I need to lose roughly about 12 pounds or 5.5 kilos in the next 60 days. So that is it. I'm announcing it right now. That's my goal. All right, for the specifics, how I'm going to go about doing it, I'm going to do the exact same thing I did for the last challenge, except I'm going to be more diligent about it because I get the sneaking suspicion that I'm not going to get away with some of the fuckery I pulled last time. Like, my food choices are going to be much, much better. Yeah, like when it comes to like my food choices, I talked about this a bit in one of the articles I did after that first 60-day challenge, but like the bad food choices that we're making, while it didn't stop me at all from losing fat, it definitely was affecting like other things. Like it was fucking with my sleep, it was affecting my focus, and it was definitely affecting my mood. So yeah, food quality is a priority. Be very diligent about my protein, and like hitting the gym is going to be a priority too, because you know, everyone always says that abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. It's true, but like you know, you still need to be hitting the gym. Like, you know, especially when you're like shredding down to sub 10% body fat, like pretty much, I've never been there before, but everything I've ever heard from anyone who's talked about it, it's like you gotta stay on track at the gym. You gotta keep hitting the weights because like at that point, muscle loss can become a really big thing. So I'm gonna keep doing that. The specifics for the day, the specifics for the week, I'm going to be hitting the gym 4 times a week. Yeah, the exact same program I was doing kind of right before the challenge finished. All the good shit, lifting heavy, all that good stuff. And then for the diet, what I'm going to do is this. So I've talked about this on my site before. I talk about the importance of building good habits. I'm not just suddenly going to go from like the atrociously bad food I was eating before and just suddenly eat 100% clean. Like that's not really realistic. That's not really how it works. So here's what I am going to do. I am going to start by creating a new habit. My new habit is the first meal of the day, every day, without fail, is going to be a quality meal. I don't want to use the word clean because I hate that word, but like a quality meal, right? It's going to be very sort of protein and vegetable dominant, and then, you know, a little bit of fats and some carbs. And that's going to just be it. I'm going to focus on doing that. First meal of the day, rock solid. And then my next meal of the day, because I usually only eat 2 meals a day, then the next meal of the day, right before I go to bed, it can kind of be a bit more relaxed. It can kind of be more carb and fat dominant. Even like a nice tasty meal, and then something for dessert. Okay. Yeah, that way I'm building the habit of working up towards eating more nutritious food. At the same time, I'm not feeling deprived because I have that dinner to look forward to, and yeah, still keeping my calories low, so I'll still be losing fat. For the calories specifically, on the days that I am eating, for those of you that didn't tune into the last one, I do intermittent fasting. I fast pretty much every single morning, and then I do 2 24-hour fasts in a week. So on the days that I am not doing a 24-hour fast, I'm going to shoot to be eating between 2,300 and 2,500 calories a day. That's kind of what I'm aiming at, and then those 2 24-hour fasts are going to be kind of responsible for like cutting my weekly calories down. So that's it. That's the parameters. So yeah, it starts tomorrow, February 1st, which means it's going to end kind of right on April 1st. The timing's kind of significant for me because April 11th is my birthday. I turn 31. And a lot of people have kind of asked me, like, a lot of people who are like my friends and family have kind of asked me, like, why are you doing this? Like, especially the ones who used to know me when I was fat. Like, they're like, you've already lost a bunch of weight. Why do you need a 6-pack per se? The reason is, it's not really a vanity thing. It's more like it's more a proving to myself that I can kind of thing. Like, I can remember even back when I was a teenager and I was just like fat. I was like, so like one of the habits that I have, or I guess I should say one of the bad habits I don't have is like, I'm not fatalistic. And I never have been. Like, I haven't always had a good work ethic. I haven't always had a good mindset. But one of the things I never was like fatalistic about shit. Like, there's 2 kinds of fat kids. There's kind of 2 kinds of fat kids, right? There's like the fat kid who's like fat and he knows he's fat and he just accepts it and he's like, yeah, well, whatever, I'm fat, so I'm just gonna keep eating food. Then there's like the fat kid who's just like, he knows he's fat, but he kind of like, is actively doing everything he can to not be fat. That was always me. Like, even when I was a teenager, that was always me. I was always on trying some new diet. Now, they were stupid fucking diets and they didn't work. Like, if you've read my story on the blog, you know that. But like, even when I was like 16, 17, it was always just kind of like this thing. It was like, I'm gonna have a six-pack one day. 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 And it was just like this like mantra in my head of like, I knew one day I was gonna have it, no matter how fat I was, no matter how out of shape I was. It was just one of those things. It was in my head from like the time I was a teenager. I wanted it, right? And so for me now, I've kind of hit the point where, I turned 30 last year, and it's like I kind of realized like, okay, if I'm gonna get this, I have to get this now, like, because it's not gonna happen in my late 30s. That's for fucking sure. So yeah, that's kind of my rationale for why I want to do this. It's just like, it's partly about vanity, but it's also partly about just like proving to myself that I can do it, right? So yeah, I'm gonna be doing pretty much daily uploads. So I was real bad last time about tracking everything and sort of like documenting the process, which is what I wanted to do by starting this site. I'm gonna be better about that. I'm gonna do it every single day. You guys are gonna, I promise, you're gonna get videos and shit from me every single day. You're gonna get food logs every single day. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. Stay tuned. Okay, thanks.